his stick in his defensive route. You know, that's I'm assuming a big blow not having that in Pelican lineup, but you've adjusted to it before.
Yeah, I mean, it's you don't like to lose a player like this at this moment, at this point of the season, but I guess it's a bit the story of our season, isn't it? But gives opportunity to Mike Riley to jump in, and I'm happy to see him having the opportunity to play. I mean, he's been practicing well lately, and I think he's ready to play.
What do you expect from him as far as it's his first game in a very long time?
I think I want him to keep things simple at the start, you know, not try to do too much. I mean, and he's a good puck mover. He skates well with the puck, so these are the things I want to see him to do. Obviously, I mean, it's been a while, so might be a little rusty at the start, but I mean, sometimes if you keep things simple and you're excited about playing, I mean, makes up for it.
You know, the past few months, just to see his journey and working so hard to get back to game
Yeah.
action, how inspiring is that, and how resilient is he?
It is. It is. I mean, resilient is a good choice of word because, I mean, be easy for anyone to give up, and he wants to continue to play, and he wants to do well. So nice for him. I'm happy for him.
I know what his teammates think of him. What kind of boost can this be to them to see him back on the ice?
Good question. Maybe more asked to the guys, but for us as a coaching staff, we appreciate someone that what he went through and coming back and the effort that he put to the patience and the effort. Because I mean, patience is also a thing. I mean, you want to be back, so it's nice.
Looks like you swapped on Holmstrom and
Yes.
Just what were you seeing?
Well, we talk about it. Is it after the game? We score one goal in every game, so we try to create some offense, and hopefully that will create that little spark that could give us, some scoring.
So you were hoping to see a spark from Engvall, new line mates. What did you think of his game and also his game with Suzuki
Engvall?
on Friday? Yeah.
I mean, I put him 3-on-3. I mean, it's just to show how much I thought he played a good game. So, I mean, he was skating well. I thought he was one of our better forward, and that's the hockey I want him to play. I mean, he had legs, and when he skates like this, when he brings puck to the net, when he's around the net, I have zero complaint.
What kind of chemistry did Suzuki bring with him?
Well, anybody who played with Casey, I mean, it seems pretty easy in a way that Casey's got so much energy and skates well, and I think it fits the game of Pierre pretty well. They both, you know, put pucks deep, forecheck, and kind of in the game, in your face kind of game.
I know Fashion hasn't produced. What have you seen from him so far since he's been back?
Yeah, he's doing good. I mean, Fash is Fash. I mean, you know what you're going to get, and he's a fair player. I mean, he not too flashy, but I mean, he will do what he has to do. And you know what? I had that line playing against McDavid, and I was comfortable because I know exactly what they're going to give me.
Anything new on Boquist?
I think it's continued to progress, which is good, but we don't know more right now.
You were sort of in the exact same spot last year, you know, crunch time. Where
Yes.
You basically needed to win, you know, if not all games, you know, couldn't afford many losses. At this point, do you even concern yourself looking at the standings, or you just know what you have to do?
Well, I think to make the playoffs, you're going to have to be +7 or +8. So, I mean, we're playing well at home. I mean, if I look at our last, 11 games at home, we're 8-2-1, something like this. So we're +6. So if we do well on the road, but I'd rather not try to look at the big picture. I'd rather look at tonight. Tonight we're playing against a team that lost last night in Montreal. They had to travel after the game and on. So we need a good start. I mean, our starts hasn't been as good as it should be. And I would like us to have a good start tonight and play a strong game. And we'll see where we are after tonight's game.
What did you see in that first period against Edmonton from you guys?
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to find excuses for our guys, but I mean, coming back from West, the first game is always tough. And so Edmonton played the night before, they lost. I mean, you could tell in the warm-up, McDavid was skating like I never seen it. So, I mean, I knew he was going to have a good start and a good game. And Ilya made some great save. And After that, I thought that we pick it up. I mean, you're looking at puck possession in the first, and then compared to the second and the third, big difference for us.
So when a team's on the second or back-to-back and they have their legs early, I guess, is the sole focus point just to keep things, to slow the game down a little bit?
I think you want to try to get out of the gate as hard, as good as you can. You know, if you do a good job, I mean, in the first period and you hang on, I mean, I think you're in good shape, you know. But at the same time, I mean, they're a good team.
In the past, you know, the Islanders always had that identity line, Casey with Cal and Martin, to throw out there at the start of the game, to get in on the forecheck on the first shift, and to really set the tone. And have you found, like, that starting trio yet that can set that tone early?
Well, you said it best. That's what it was in the past.
Right.
I mean, what I like, it's matched more like offense against offense. I mean, if let's say tonight they start with Barkov, then I like to have either Pajot or Vat against these guys. I mean, I like to create offense against offense. So mentality are maybe just different.
What have you seen from Mark Gatto on a consistent basis?
Well, I mean, one thing we did love when he came in, when he arrived, I mean, he was finishing his check every time he was on the ice, and he was, you know, he was playing some simple hockey, and that's what we like about his game.